Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so I'm sitting here on my couch and this is another impromptu video, which is basically the norm here on my channel. Usually certain questions or posts or comment threads on Instagram, other videos of mine, Facebook, etc. kind of prompt me to film my next video content. So here we are again. I posted a picture of it's kind of like a meme, like a quote, and the basis of it was basically it says reminder to self, do this for you, it's not for anyone else but you, etc. Kind of, along those lines. So I got a lot of feedback from that post, and comments ranging from that they agree, and comments also that are more personalized, basically people saying, yeah, this is basically my response to people when they ask why I'm dieting this way, etc. And the person that made this particular comment was like, it's true. Like, I don't need to explain it to anybody. It's for me. And if you don't agree with it, then, oh well, you're entitled to your own opinions, and that's fine. In the same respect, I'm entitled to do things my way without being questioned. And I completely agree with that. If you don't agree, you don't have to watch. If you do and you're curious, welcome. Welcome to the keto lifestyle. I mean, it is just an amazing, amazing way of living, eating, breathing, etc. You see this lovely kitty cat? Get away from my juice. Get down. He does what he wants. Okay, so this video, I want to talk about the basics for what I do. Now, I've done videos on my shopping list. I've shown videos of what I eat for breakfast. I've rambled and talked about keto, etc. But I've never actually sat down and said, hey guys, this is what I do every day. This is the way that I live. So that's what this video is going to be, okay? People ask about macros. They say I'm confused about macros. I don't know how to count them. Like, what should I do? Like, how should I count macros? Counting. Also, another question I get is what food to avoid. What foods do I not eat? Let me break it down for you guys. Keto is very simple, okay? And I use quotations around that statement because, yes, there are other things that can be thrown into the mix of keto. But for someone who's a beginner starting out with keto, going into it brand new, doesn't know anything about it, this video is going to be geared towards you guys for the most part because I want you to understand. You don't need to know the ins and outs right now to start. I'm going to give you the basics. You can start your keto lifestyle, and then as you're going along, do your research. This is how I did it. It's a learning process. You're not going to know everything going right into it off the bat. So, with that being said, these are the basics. As far as my lifestyle, I eat anywhere, I try to keep it around 20 grams of carbs per day. That's it. Do I use any counting platforms like MyFitnessPal? No. What else is new? So under 20 grams of carbs a day. Those carbs are not whatever you want. Okay, they come from fibrous vegetables. So we're talking broccoli. We're talking kale. We're talking basically anything green, asparagus, lettuce, romaine, doesn't matter, lettuce, okay? Spinach. Basically, guys, what we want to do is we want to look at labels, okay? And I think I'm going to do a separate video on labels just because a lot of people do not know how to read them. You need to understand that the FDA also, there are laws that they must abide by, and there are little tricks and things that they can get away with because of these laws. Don't just go by the number. If it says like carbs, 0 grams, sugar, 0 grams specifically, because many times if you look at that and it says 0, and then you look down in the actual description where it says ingredients, alcohol, this, that, everything you can't read basically, they can squeeze sugar in there. If it is below 1 gram, they do not have to include it on the top in that number. Keep that in mind. But again, I'm going to go into depth in another video on that. So back to carbs, you basically want fibrous carbs, and we're talking net carbs. So fiber doesn't count. So if it says there's 3 grams of carbs in this serving, Right under that, it will say fiber. There's 2 grams of fiber, okay? So you're going to take 2 and subtract that from the 3, leaving 1 net gram of carbs. That 1 gram is what you're going to count. Fiber does not count as one of your 20 grams of carbs per day because fiber does not affect your blood sugar. So we're not really concerned with it. Plus, it's good. It helps to bind everything in the digestive tract and help you flush it out when you do number 2. So it's good for you. So yeah, under 20 grams of carbs per day. High fat. So basically, that's a generalized statement, high fat. Okay, Tina, well, what's high fat? Guys, there's no set number. You're just going to make your food, throw some oil on it, throw some butter on it. You basically want each meal to consist of primarily fats, a little bit of carbs, and some protein, okay? You want it to be high fat because as your body's taking in these meals, that fat is going to trigger your body and it's going to send a response to the body, and your body's going to say, I'm getting lots of fat. I'm going to start using fat as fuel. That is what we want because we want our bodies to keto adapt. We want it to fat adapt. We want it to get used to using fat for fuel because we're not used to that, okay? Society, for many, many, many years, we are geared on carbs. Back in the day, like caveman style, they were used to using meats, fats, natural stuff. Why? Because along came society, all this processed garbage, and just our bodies changed. Society changed from being animalistic and eating fruit of the earth, to eating processed garbage. So our bodies have, what's the word I'm looking for? Evolved in a bad sense over the years. So we're basically trying to reverse that, okay? It's a process. I'm 4 months into keto and I'm still not completely there yet. Again, it's a process. It takes a while, but I'm getting there. I'm dropping fat, and you know what? I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to get fat adapted, and I'll be a fat burning machine. So practically overnight. That's just how it works, but you have to stick to it, okay? So 20 grams of carbs per day coming from fibrous vegetable sources. You want to limit like sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. Splenda is okay. Stevia is better. It's just a matter of preference. I'm not going to get into particulars with that. Maybe again in another video I will. But as far as your fats, guys, like I said, you have a meal, throw some butter on it. Okay, Kerrygold organic butter, one of the best, amazing. You want to stay away from processed crap. So margarine, you really don't want. Is it absolutely 100% bad on the keto diet? No, it's not going to screw up the keto per se, but it's not the healthiest choice. You know what I mean? You want to stick to your Kerrygold organic butter. It's what's always best. So let me just give you a quick rundown of basically what I eat. Breakfast, I'll have eggs and maybe some bacon. How many pieces of bacon? Doesn't matter. There's no set number. If I want 2, I'll have 2. If I want 4, I'll have 4 pieces of bacon. If I want 6, I'll have 6. If I want a whole plate of bacon, I'm going to eat the whole plate of bacon. Eggs, again, no set number. I'll have 2 or 3. It doesn't matter, guys. This is about listening to your body as well. So there's no set number. Okay, if you want 2 eggs versus 4, it's your choice. Bottom line is you're eating fats and you're eating protein and you're having a little bit of carbs. You throw in some broccoli or something, some spinach, because you want to put a little bit of carbs. You want to space out those 20 carbs per day. You want to cut them up into each meal. So you're including a little bit of fiber, a little bit of that good fibrous vegetable within each meal, those good fibrous carbs, okay? Don't focus on numbers. The only number you need to focus on is that 20. You want to keep that 20 low, okay? 20 low. You want to keep your carbs below 20, okay? 20 being the max. This is to start. Obviously, later on down the line, 20 isn't the number that you have to be stuck on forever. It's just to get fat adapted, to get keto adapted, you have to keep those carbohydrate numbers low so it triggers the response for your body to switch over to burning fat, okay? So keep it low. Some resources that I wanted to show you guys. First of all, I want to say God bless you. I am not paid by Atkins community. I am not affiliated with the Atkins network. I am not in any way, shape, or form getting paid for mentioning them at all. I just think that the Atkins diet is amazing, and I've had experience on it and success and whatever. So I just want to give you guys some resources, okay? Everybody has a smartphone. So when it comes to counting carbs, you can Google it, how many carbs in a cup of broccoli. You can Google it. However, Atkins, if you don't know, www.atkins.com or Atkins Nutritionals, it's one of those. They have resources, they have books, they have websites, they have forums, etc. This is something that you can get free on the Atkins website. I'll link it down below. You can go sign up. They will send you a couple of their bars to sample, and they will send you these. First is a quick guide. It's a quick start guide. It'll give you sample meals, etc. How to lose 15 pounds your first 2 weeks, blah, 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 blah. First thing, guys, don't have your heart set on, don't focus on the fat loss. Focus on getting keto adapted, your numbers, your sugars, your glucose sugars, and yeah, that's what you need to focus on. The weight will come off. But this is great because it'll give you some sample recipes, okay? It'll give you an idea. It gives you this 2-week meal plan for induction, which is basically getting keto adapted, okay? So there you go. Also, my favorite, this is what I signed up for it to get. This is the carb counter. I love this thing. It is a complete carbohydrate counter. If you open it up, it gives you basically every food out there in existence, and it gives you the amount of net carbs and the servings, okay? So again, this is the carb counter, and it also has a list of acceptable foods on the Atkins/keto diet, okay? So there's that. And it also comes with a personal diet manual, which is just kind of like a tracker. You can write stuff in here. So again, I am not affiliated with Atkins. I am not at all getting paid for this, nor am I getting paid to mention them. I just wanted to throw this in to offer some resources to you guys because I know it's difficult and you're so stuck on the calorie counting mentality that you don't understand. It's really simple. But as far as counting carbs, I highly suggest getting this. I also want to mention, because I know somebody out there is going to comment down below, Atkins isn't keto. Atkins isn't keto. No, it's not completely keto. However, they're related, okay? Keto is strict keto, keeping the carbs out completely, sticking to your 20, that's it, okay? High fat, low carb, moderate protein, all the way. Atkins has phases where you start off kind of keto and then you progress throughout the other phases into a normal, I guess closer to normal everyday eating mentality, which personal preference, guys. So again, this is just to give you guys ideas, let you know that it is not as difficult as you're making it. It's really simple. Keep your carbs below 20. Make sure you're eating a lot of fats. Listen to your body. Get enough sleep per night. Make sure you're checking your blood glucose levels, not just using ketone strips. I know they're, they show you, instant gratification. Ooh, it's purple. I'm dropping fat. Great, but you're not keto adapted. That is what we want. So I hope this video helped you guys. Any other questions, comments, anything, leave down below and I will get to them as usual. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.